Don't make this mistake with pegboards. If you just put it up using the little hardware kit that you can get from Amazon or Home Depot, it's gonna fall off. The one thing you can do that will help this thing last forever and support all the weight you're gonna do is to put a cleat down here at the bottom. I'm gonna show you how to do that. Let's get going. So these are the spacers that we're gonna be using. These will screw, there'll be a screw that'll go in here and it'll hold this off the wall. I'm gonna build a cleat, and I'm just gonna, on the back side of the cleat, the part that you won't see, I'm gonna use this right here as a spacer, and you won't see it, so I don't care if it's ugly. So let's go build the cleat. We'll get that set up, and then this is gonna be the front of the cleat, which I'll have actually extend over top, and we'll paint that black. So the first thing we're gonna do is find out where the bottom of our pegboard is gonna be. It's 4 foot tall. I don't wanna go all the way to the top because those pegs will be not useful. So once I figure out where the bottom of the board is gonna be, I'm gonna go through and find where the studs are along the entire section. Next, I'm gonna cut a couple of scraps of the board. This is going to create the perfect space to hold our beadboard up. Now the beadboard will sit right on this cleat, rest there. Now I'm going to take the 1/2 inch plywood, I'm going to place the scrap pegboard behind the plywood and then drive some 3-inch screws through both of them and into a stud. Next, I took some sheetrock grabbers and drilled them through a 1x3 piece of pine into the plywood, and then drove some 3-inch screws through the pine and into studs, just to make sure that I've got a really good solid base. Now I'm going to patch those holes, let that dry. We'll come back and sand this later before we paint it. See what it is? Now it holds it. So I've marked where my studs are going up and down the wall. I'm going to line the holes in the pegboard up with the studs. Then we can screw those spacers that hold the pegboard off the wall. They'll go into studs and give me a nice support, keeping it from pulling off. All right, here's the 4 pieces you're going to need. You've got a screw, a metal spacer or metal washer, and our spacer, and then you've got this little grommet that's going to hold it all in place. The screw and the washer. And since I haven't marked on the outside where they're going to go, then I'm going to put those through, then the spacer, and then my little grommet. So now it looks like this. Your little grommet, and that's probably the wrong word for it, but this little crimped thing here is going to hold the spacer in place. And then I'm going to do that throughout the board. Then all of my screws will be in place. We'll hold it up, we'll get it lined up, and we'll slap it in. Once I line this bottom hole up with that stud, then I can start screwing them in. And I'm going to do the bottom holes first.